let's just take a chance right there. Good evening, folks. It's Sunday night. Monday night, sorry. Merry Christmas to everybody. Wish you all the best. Alright, so I just turned the camera on, so about quarter of, that's my 15 minutes about. So, yeah, I just figured I'd noodle while I watch football. Phillip Rivers just came back from retirement and he just scored a touchdown. His team, I should say. So, I've already shared, I've got 190 plus ish cassettes filled with ideas. So, some days I don't touch a guitar for a couple days. I don't feel good, whatever. But when I do, I play, it could be a totally different genre, if you will, on any given day. So I just decided to take out the new Epi 335, inspired by Gibson Custom Shop. And so I just started noodling. And I started doing that. So I can't help but teach, because I'm not going to play a lot of my ideas, per se, when I put the camera on. I did some recently, but I always want to teach. So when for guitar players that don't know this, I know most of you, anyone that watches the videos, know all this stuff, but there are some that I've gotten comments, thank you, that really was an eye-opener for me. So this is for people who don't know this yet, obviously. So say I just make something up whenever I do, I start thinking, oh, I like this chord progression, this might be an idea I will take further towards a finished product, maybe. Whatever, it's just... So we got a B minor, right? And obviously for lead guitar or creating melodies, your pentatonic's always going to work. And in fact, in any key that you play, there's usually 3 different minor pentatonics that'll work in the right place, part of them. Like in this case, you could have a little bit F sharp minor. F sharp minor pentatonic, because actually these notes are part of the skeleton of the key that I'll really play out of. For this B minor, it's not a natural minor scale. There's no G note. The natural minor in B has a G note. This one don't have that. It's got a D. So once I determine an idea like this, then I determine, well, what key am I going to be able to play out of all the blocks of this, all 7 blocks of, or all 5 of the pentatonic blocks, and all 7 of the diatonics. This is actually A major, is where I'm going to get all my riffs from. And you can go outside of that, there's other things, but this is fact. If I play this progression and I want to make a song out of it, you got a D, you got an A, and I'm focusing on the B minor. Well, the key is A major because of the D is in the E major. You know, in this case, it is A major. I'm going to play all my riffs out of, but I can use several, like I said, pentatonic pieces, because if you even use the F sharp minor pentatonic, a bit of it, in certain spots over where it comes to the lead parts, or even the little fill-ins you want to create, you know, that you might... whatever, you're going to use, you know, A major, if I'll just use it from here so I can show you the F sharp minor. Here's A major. So actually, I can use the full F sharp natural minor scale over this. Scale blocks of A major to that chord progression, and there are, like I said, there's other things people could say, well, you could do this too and that too, yeah, but I focus on, like, I'll talk about one basic for sure place something comes out of, because you know, this is for the person that doesn't even know this yet, okay? So any of the A major, or all the scale blocks of A major, which are your A. I can play literally, hear that, A major? I could play that literal riff to this. Fits dead on. So, so all the scale blocks of A major, F sharp natural minor, E mixolydian, it's A major or Ionian scale, B Dorian this is the real focus of this chord. But you want to learn all the scale blocks in A major for this particular chord progression that can definitely all be used. And again, there are other things. But, and so if you learn all the blocks in A major, that means you can play in any direction starting with any one of the notes of A major. I could start with this G sharp note. Just that would fit over there. You don't have to go to the B when it's on the B. It's in this case. So what I do when the camera's not on and I just come up with an idea, I'm using this as an example. I can go anywhere and start on any note as long as it's from the key of A major. A major has A Ionian, B Dorian, C sharp Phrygian, D Lydian, E mixolydian, F sharp Aeolian or natural minor, and G sharp Locrian. So I can play all of any of them blocks in any way, shape, or form, as long as I fit, you know, hit the notes right on the chords and play to the timing and all that, and it's all going to fit. B minor pentatonic will fit. F sharp minor pentatonic will fit. There's other things, because it's, but that's all I wanted to say, was the big thing to be able to come to really creating excellent melodies and lead solos without having to search in the dark or guesswork is to learn all your scale blocks in a key and get to where you can move them for any key. And the most important thing is when you sit down and you just goofing around and you're just, this is for creativity, not other people's music. So I could do other things, a million things besides this. So obviously I wouldn't just play that through the whole song. You know, it's going to need some break in there where it does something else. And you can actually change keys. You could go to some other thing. As long as it fits and it sounds good when you work out your finished product, it is good, you know. But there's a zillion things I could do that would speak A major and not even have an A chord in it. If I did something like... just goofing around, I don't even know, but I'm staying with all things in A major. Not even have an A chord in there, but the scales and stuff I'm going to use are going to come from A major. You could have a G sharp. So that was my main thing about teaching about how to find melodies. And again, it doesn't have to just be the scale notes. You could do octaves. You don't have to go to the root all the time. You can if you want to, like, stay away from it to create tension and then go to it, like maybe on your last audio. Say you do 12 bars, you know, with that thing, and you want to end on the B with the B, that's fine. But the best stuff comes from not going to your predictable. I could do stuff like that to this. You're sliding an F sharp octave to a G sharp while it's doing this whole thing. You know, and I always try to avoid when I create something and my main chord is, like in this case, the B, it's always starting with that B and going through those other chords, is to create tension and never go to it, stay away from it. I'm on a C sharp there, I was on a G sharp here, you know what I mean? Or whatever, down here. No, C sharp, yeah. Whoop. And never go to the B while it's playing the B, and it'll all fit. So there you go, an example of understanding whatever you come up with a chord progression. There's a certain key and pentatonics that'll work with that right away. And again, like I said in the beginning of this, you can go to, there's other things you can do. And obviously I could actually change keys with this maybe to give it more flavor later. But the beginning, when I get an idea and I record it, is like I just come up with that simple thing, so I record it because I'm likely going to use it at some point. You know, and again, it's just a rough sketch of something I can build off of later, you know, so there you go. A little bit of information that might help you.